Hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson where we are going to look at a common mistake made by intermediate and even advanced students. That's shocking, but no problem, we'll fix it. It is going to look at by and until. Now, before we start, please hit that subscribe button. It gives me joy, I don't know why, or hit that like button. Let's get started. So, I often hear from my students, I will go back to my country until March. Or I will go back to my country until December. They might also say, I will leave Canada until March. These sentences are strange. They're strange. Why? Because when you use until plus time, this tells us an action will continue and stop at this point. Let's look at an example. My dad started playing hockey when he was 6. He continued to play as a hobby for a long time. He stopped when he was 35. So he played hockey until he was 35. So he played, and at 35 he stopped. So he played hockey until he was 35. Let's look at another example. It is December 2021. You will go on a trip to Taiwan in April 2022. You will not go to Taiwan until April 2022. So you will not go. But then this will stop. Let's look at one more example. I started doing my homework. I don't have much homework, but I started doing my homework at 7 p.m. I finished my homework at 9 p.m. This is wrong. I finished my homework until 9 p.m. It is wrong because finish is quick. It is a quick action. It is not continuous. So better, I did my homework until 9 p.m. or I finished my homework at 9 p.m. I could also say I finished my homework by 9 p.m. and by equals at or before. Now, one important note with until is after until, you can have a noun or a subject verb. So you could say, I played hockey until I hurt my knee. That's subject verb. Or I played hockey until 2020. All right, so let's go back to this common mistake that I often hear from students, where they say, I will go back to my country until March. If it were December, it sounds like every day they're going back to their country. That's very expensive. Or it sounds like the journey takes 4 months. So better, I won't go back to my country until March. I will stay in Canada until March. Or I will go back to my country in March, or I will go back to my country by March. All right, so I think you've got this, but let's do a quick review. This is a bit of a sad love story. So hopefully your heart can take it. This is Samchai. Samchai met Kulap blank April at a coffee shop. Are we going to say in or until? Of course we're going to say in April. If he met her until April, how long can you meet someone? So in. They became friends. However, blank June, Samchai had fallen in love with her. Well, the answer is by June, because to fall in love happens quickly. So we're not going to say he had fallen in love with her until June. He fell in love with her, or he had fallen in love with her by June. They had a great relationship, blank, Samchai started to ignore her texts. They had a great relationship, but then this stopped. So it was continuing, so until. Kulap was upset, but didn't express her feelings, blank September. So she didn't express, so until September. Samchai didn't realize how upset she was, December. He didn't realize until December. She broke up with him blank December. Well, to break up is quick, so she broke up with him by December or in December, because break up is very quick. He didn't fall in love again 2 years later. He didn't fall in love, yes, until 2 years later. All right, so we looked at by and until. Now, one last note with until. If you see it in TOEIC and it says further notice, pick until. That is a common expression. We won't fix the elevator until further notice. So we don't know when. So we won't fix until further notice. Very common collocation. That's it. Hope you learned something. Have a great day. Bye.